Welcome to Studio 82. I'm glad you choose Studio 82 pattern and sewing with me. This pattern is very easy to sew with. As you can see, there are only 5 blocks in this pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will show you through all these 5 blocks of pattern the next couple of minutes, and let's go. This is pattern for collar. You need to cut a pair of the main fabric according to the corner pattern. Please remember, when you cut the collar, you must make sure you cut the fabric very precisely. That will makes you a perfect collar. And the collar is the first spot people will see in your Cheongsam dress. Pattern here. This is a small jean pattern. You put the main fabric right side up and cut one piece of it. And here, the left part is the pattern for the front facing of front jean. The right part shows you where it comes from. See? It's actually come from the small jean. The curve shape here, the curved line here, is actually the front open jeans curve line. Let's see here. It's this curve line. Okay, also this curve line. The start point is the central line. Start point here. So it's just for your information because I've already made the pattern for front facing of front jean. Here, okay, this is the front facing of front jean. So you don't have to cut it out by yourself, but it's better to know where it comes from, and when you cut the front facing, you need put the main fabric right side up, or wrong side up. Okay, you need to put the wrong side up. Now let's cut the back block of this Cheongsam gown. The left is the paper block of the back. The green line is the back central line. It indicates the fold edge of a double layers of fabric, which is here, the fold edge. This is the open version of the fabric of this pattern. Okay. You should fold your fabric right side in along the fabric green line. Okay, green line. When you cut it, okay, you should fold your fabric right side in along the fabric green line when you cut it. After you cut it, you will get the fabric just like the right one. And please don't forget marking the fabric according to the pattern's indication. The blue arrow indicates the back waist dart. I want to see more words about it. As you know, this is a pre-made pattern, so it's based on the general standard body figure measurement. When you choose the closest pattern size for yourself, there must be some adjustment or resizing need to be done, such as the waist darts, the front or back waist darts. You can adjust the width and the length, the length of the darts to make it more fit to your own body measurements. Let's cut the front jean of this Cheongsam. As you can see, this is a big pattern. You make the main fabric right side up, then put the fabric on it and cut it out. Still, don't forget each mark on the pattern. The yellow circle indicates the front central start point. The collar will start sewing from here. See the left start point of the collar. The blue line is the open jean. I specifically mention the blue line here because you need to trim the seam allowance off. If you choose to using bias tape to bind the edge for decoration. Also, the green circle indicates the same thing. You should trim the seam allowance off. If you're just using the normal edge finishing skill, then you don't need to do this. After you cut all the fabric pieces according to the pattern, the first step you need to do is sewing all the dots showing on the patterns. As I mentioned earlier, you could do some resizing work here to make the Cheongsam more fit. After sewing all dots, iron each of them. Presses the darts down and iron it. If you have 3-thread overlock stitching sewing machine, you could use it to overlock the edge of the fabric. Okay, look at my mouse pointer. The next step is to stitch the small jean to the back piece. We stitch the shoulder line here and the underarm line and the part of the side seam together. Then we do the same to stitch the front jean to the back piece by sewing the shoulder line, the underarm line, and the side seam line together also. What makes this pattern so special is the shoulder line. The shoulder and the arm is connected. You can see it from the picture, the blue line and the yellow line and the green line. This design will add some wrinkles on the arm. So choose the right size for yourself, and if you can choose a little bit stretched fabric. So the a little bit stretched fabric is recommended. Choose to use bias tape to decorate the edge of my sample dress. So I will trim the seam allowance off, as I mentioned before. As for the collar, the upper side of the seam allowance, the upper side of the collar, the seam allowance should be removed too. This is the upper side of the collar, and this is the neckline of the collar. So now we shall start install the collar to the neckline. The neckline of the collar align with the neckline of the dress. The neckline of the collar align with the neckline of the dress. In this picture, it's the outside collar. So you should put the right side of this collar facing the right side of the dress. And the inner corner should put its right side facing the wrong side. Just like this. This is the inner corner. You should put its right side facing the wrong side of the dress. And also, its neckline is aligned with the neckline of the dress. This step looks like we clip the neckline of the dress with the two pieces of the collar fabric. Make sure the start point and the finish point, the start point and the finish point at the right place, and they are all matching together. Check and secure the fabric position with pin and stitch them together. And last, we stitch all 5 pieces together. It looks like this. Okay. Now, let's binding the edge. There are many bias tapes sold online. Choose the one you like. And you can also learn how to handmade bias tape by yourself from my YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/c/studio82forever, as it shows here. Or just searching channel Studio 82 Cheongsam to find more Cheongsam sewing skill in my channel. Okay, first you put the bias tape along the lines of the edges. Where you need to put it, you just put it on. Okay. Back still, okay. So you put the bias tape along the lines of the edges need to be bound. Right side facing right side. Then stitch the edge together. The width of the edge is the width of your decoration tape to show outside. If you want, you could make the bias tape shows the shape of the arrow at the opening of the side slits. Here, it's the opening side of the side slits. Fold a triangle at the position of the slits opening. This triangle. You stitch will stop at the blue star showing on the screen. You start sewing from here, 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 here. Here, is the end of the side slits, but not stop. You sew it stitch still to here, the blue star, then you stop. And at this moment, this triangle is fold towards inside. Okay, fold here. Here is 2 layers of the bias tape. And you should stitch the corner. You should stitch the corner of the hem very carefully. Then fold the bias tape to the wrong side of the edge. To the wrong side of the edge. And fold again to hide the raw edge. Fold again to hide the raw edge of the bias tape. Then using hand stitch to secure the bias tape. And carefully hide the stitches in this moment. It's the corner of the hem. Please make sure you fold the corner very carefully. Here, if you can see, here is a fold line. When you should fold extra bias tape fabric to make the curve at here perfect at the start point of the central line in the green circle. There will, or it will show the wrinkles here. So we should hide the wrinkle by folding them into one fold line carefully. Okay. This is the arrowhead. A quick look of the arrowhead. Okay, the last step is to install the handmade fabric button to the dress. You could buy the button online too. Also, if you want to learn how to make the button, you should subscribe my YouTube channel too. I will keep updating related Cheongsam sewing skill to my YouTube channel too. And there already are videos, tutorial to teach you make Chinese fabric button. Okay. So thank you keeping up with Studio 82 Patterns. Love and peace.